Right, welcome to this review for the channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at a very unique product here, and that is the Battlecounter box that you get here. It's by Armybox, and they have produced this here. It's on Kickstarter. The project is going ahead. It's been well funded, and the release date or the closing date for it is coming up very soon. So in this video here, I'm going to show you the product, how it works. Perhaps a lot of you have never seen this before, but it's quite ingenious in its design. It looks like a box, but there's so much you can do for it, and it's been designed to use in your games of Warhammer 40,000 8th edition. So first of all, you check out the website for it. So that's Armybox. It's army-box.de, so it's a German company. They will be shipping the product. Been on the website looking around. They will be shipping it worldwide, so it's available to everybody. And then when you go on the website, it's in German, but if you scroll down, you can click on English, and then it will translate, or it translates good English on there, so you can browse it in the English language if you need to. But this is an impressive product here. As we break this down, you see how it works. So it's this laser cut MDF construction for this box, and it's designed for you to put things inside, but also you can track your games of Warhammer 40,000 as well. So I'll show you how that works in just a moment, but the box opens up. You turn these two dials here and the box opens. We'll come back to this in just a moment. It's quite unique, this, but we'll come back to that. You get this one I've got with a life counter set. That's another option as well. We'll come back to that as well. I'll show you how that works. But that's the interior of the box here. So it's broken up into different compartments. Just to mention the design here as well. So you've got this sort of imperial terrain sort of design around the side. Nice MDF construction, very sturdy. So broken into little compartments, and they've measured them up in the appropriate sizes for things like your army cards, and like a tape measure, army cards for dice and so on. So I've got my tape measure inside here, some dice, and then this one here with these life counter markers. That one can be removed. Comes as a separate box. Imagine you're getting ready to play your game, you arrive at your club, and you break the box open, you get out, it contains all the things that you need, so everything is contained in there, which is a great idea. And then what is really clever as well is that this comes out also, and inside there they put a velvet material down, so you've got your dice rolling tray in there as well. So they're making use of all of the space inside this product. So I'll just put that back inside there, and that goes just in there like so. And then when you put it all back together, the life counter set goes and fits in there just nicely, and then this lid fits on just in there, and then to keep it all contained, you just turn those two dials and that locks it in place like so. So we'll take a look at this. I'll show you how this works here next. So this is detachable, so you can take this off the top of the box and place it where you want on your gaming table. And then what you can do is you can track here all the different things that need to be tracked during a game of Warhammer 40,000 8th edition. For example, if the line breaker victory point can be scored by either side, so you've got player 1 running down this side, player 2 running down the other side, and then say you score line breaker, then you can turn this and a little arrow appears and it shows that you have the line breaker point. You may lose line breaker at another point in the game, so you can turn it back off again. There's Slay the Warlord for player 1, Slay the Warlord for player 2, First Blood as well. Just turn that, and there's a little arrow in there, you can see just marks that. Then you've got the turn counter, so for 40k, turns 1 to 7. You just turn that and keep track of your turns. It's very organised, all contained within this lid here. And in these sets here, one on each side, this one here is your command points, again it's for 8th edition. So I'm going to spin round to say 6 and just start just there, and as you use your command points up, you count them down all the way down to 1, and then that's it, you've used them up. That scale goes all up to 20, so that should easily cover. I've never come across an army that has 20 command points, so that's covered well just there. So you can track your command points on there, and it's a dial, so you can go up and down, because sometimes you'll gain command points during a game, so you can adjust that accordingly. And then here, this is your victory points. 2 dials, one for 10s, going all the way up to 10, and then one for your 10s here as well. So for example, 21 victory points would be a 2, and a 1, like so. And you can adjust that up and down there, and that goes all up to 100 there, so you're never going to use all of that up during a game. So that's player 1, and then player 2, and both sides can track and adjust their command points, victory points, turn number, and then your points for Linebreaker, Warlord, and First Blood as well. So that's how that works. I think that's fantastic. That's all nice and solid construction. Take that lid off, place that on the battlefield where you need it to be, and then you've got your box to use as well. I'll just show you the life counter, how that works. You're able to obtain that as well if you want to use it. So just move that out of the way. So this is your life counter here. It's very, very straightforward. You've got all the way up to 10, so there's up to 10 units that you can do. 1 through to 8 here, and they've put 2 more here, life counter 9 and 10. So what you do is very straightforward. This one, I know what they've done here, this is clever. Yeah, explain that in just a moment. I've seen what they've done here. Just wondering about larger wound models. But say you have a character, I'm just going to mark it with this base. Then let's number him life counter number 7. Then during the game you just attach that to the bottom of the base like that and just move that around with the model. So that's life counter 7. And then you find life counter 7 on here, which is just here, and let's say this character has 6 wounds. So you just place in your marker just there, and then during the game you take 2 wounds, move down to 4, and you just keep track of him. And you'd have multiple units here that you track with your counters, like so. And they give you loads of little markers here that you can use, like that. And then these ones here, so that's life counters 1 to 6, but 7 and 8 here are for larger wound models. So say you've got a Wraith Knight, for example. Let's say he's on 22 wounds. You go for 20, and then use another counter. I think he starts on 24 wounds. And then as you go through, say he loses 6 wounds, that drops down to 18. Just move that back to 10, like so. And that's how you keep track of your wounds, just there. I mean, I usually keep track of wounds with dice, but the amount of times you move models around, you knock the dice over, and how many wounds is it? I can't remember, and you lose track. So this is a very sturdy way, and all of these counters are kept away from the gaming table, and all you're placing on the table is this, which is semi-transparent, you can see here, so it looks very smart. I was placing these out on the battlefield earlier on, and they do look very smart on the board, and they're easy to track just there. So it's a great job. On a larger base you could just keep that on top of the base. If it's a larger monster, for example, you could hide it that way, it wouldn't be a problem. So that's the review there. It's a very logical project. It's very well put together, very well thought out, and it's not been thrown together. I've been reading the history of the designer there, and he's been working on this kind of project for a long time, and so it's been under development, and a lot of care and attention has gone into it. So it's a good product. It's been well put together, and it's specifically for use in 8th edition. This is up to date here for your games of 40k. So check out the website. It's army-box.de. I would say go onto there. As you go onto that website, in the middle there's some images you can click on there, and that will take you to the Kickstarter page, and there's loads of information, pictures, diagrams showing you how it all works, the different stages that they have planned out for the Kickstarter. As I said, it looks like it's going ahead. It's extremely well funded at the moment, so the project is going ahead, and you've got access to this one here, this set, like so. Works out for those in the UK about £30, and then it's about £45 if you get the life counter set here, which is this, and then all of the appropriate counters as well. So that's your kind of costs there, just to give you an idea of how it works. But there's a lot contained in here, so you are getting a full use of the whole product here, everything. There's a use for everything here in this product. Just turn those two. I'd imagine this would look really cool if you sprayed it up. If you're thinking about how you could do this, so you could spray it up to silver, for example, put some rust marks on it. I think it would look really cool. You could do all the shading in here. These cogs would look pretty good, very sort of Admech kind of feel to it. You could paint it up in your favourite colour scheme. Maybe you've got, I mean, this would look really good with a Skitarii army, for example. You could paint all the cogs, the colours of your Forge World, just thinking of that. Then, because it's wood, it's a nice material to stick things onto. These markers here on top of them, you could stick some bits from your spare bits box, for example. Would look quite cool. Like for example, like in your Space Marine box, a lot of the kits for the vehicles, you get a small round plaque with the chapter, like a Blood Angels chapter or Space Wolves. You could stick spare ones of them across there, really customise it and make it suitable for whatever army you have. So I think that would be a good idea. Nice sturdy construction. But that's the full review there. Very impressed by the product. Just check them out on the website. I'll link it in the description below. But there it is. That's the Armybox Battlecounter review. Keep a lookout for more reviews on the channel. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.